Migration has always been a big part of India's story. Every year, millions of Indians leave their homeland in search of better education, jobs, and lifestyles. From the Gulf countries to Western nations, the Indian diaspora is spread across every corner of the globe. But in 2025, certain countries are seeing a much bigger movement of Indians than others. Some are destinations for short-term work, while others promise long-term opportunities and a better quality of life. In this video, we'll count down the top 15 countries where Indians are leaving in 2025. 15. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka hosts a significant Indian origin population, mainly descendants of Tamils brought during colonial times. Many new migrants also arrive for trade and small businesses. However, due to economic instability and political uncertainty in recent years, many Indians are reconsidering their stay. While cultural and geographic closeness make Sri Lanka an easy choice, the lack of stable job markets is pushing Indians to look elsewhere. Still, ties remain strong, with education, Ayurveda, and religious tourism also influencing migration. In 2025, Sri Lanka remains a destination, but not as stable as other nations. 14. Kuwait. Kuwait is home to nearly 1 million Indians, mostly employed in construction, healthcare, domestic work, and retail. The country has historically welcomed Indian workers due to their reliability and skills. However, limited pathways to permanent residency and citizenship often push Indians to seek opportunities in more immigrant-friendly nations like Canada and Australia. In 2025, Indians still migrate to Kuwait for well-paying jobs, but the lack of long-term security remains a major drawback. Despite this, Kuwait continues to be a strong hub for Gulf employment, offering financial support for families back in India. 13. Oman. Oman has a long history of Indian presence, especially from the states of Kerala and Gujarat. Many Indians work in trade, shipping, and service sectors. The country's stable economy and friendly relations with India make it a preferred choice. However, stricter localization policies in recent years have limited opportunities for foreign workers. Indians leaving in 2025 are mostly those seeking permanent residency in Western countries after working in Oman for years. Yet, Oman remains attractive because of its safety, cultural acceptance, and close geographic location to India. It's a stepping stone for many migrants. 12. Singapore. Singapore's booming economy, financial hub status, and world-class education attract thousands of Indians annually. Many professionals work in IT, banking, healthcare, and academia. The Tamil community has deep historic roots, making Indians feel at home. Yet, the high cost of living and strict immigration rules are challenges. In 2025, Indians continue to migrate here for career growth and quality of life, but many also leave after temporary assignments. Despite limitations, Singapore remains one of Asia's most preferred destinations for skilled Indians due to its modern lifestyle, safety, and proximity to India. 11. Australia. Australia has become a hotspot for Indian students, skilled migrants, and families. The country offers strong job markets, high salaries, and a comfortable lifestyle. Indians are especially drawn to cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, where large communities already exist. In 2025, many Indians are moving here due to education opportunities and easier pathways to permanent residency. However, challenges include housing costs, cultural adjustment, and occasional racial tensions. Still, with its open immigration policies and global recognition of qualifications, Australia continues to be one of the most promising destinations for Indians leaving home. 10. South Africa. South Africa has one of the oldest Indian communities outside India, dating back to the 19th century. Many Indians here are descendants of indentured laborers brought to work on sugar plantations. Today, Indians play a major role in trade, politics, and education. However, due to rising crime and economic instability, many Indians are reconsidering their long-term stay. In 2025, migration is a mix of both inflows and outflows. While South Africa offers strong cultural roots, safety concerns push Indians toward Western nations. Yet, Indian influence remains strong in Durban and Johannesburg. 9. Myanmar. Myanmar has a historic Indian community that has existed for centuries. Many Indians migrated during British rule and settled permanently, engaging in trade, farming, and education. In 2025, however, political instability and economic struggles in Myanmar are major concerns. While ties remain deep, newer generations of Indians are seeking to relocate to more stable countries. The Indian government also cautions citizens about safety in certain regions. Despite these issues, Indian traditions, temples, and businesses still thrive in Myanmar, keeping cultural bonds alive, though migration patterns are shifting toward safer alternatives. 8. Malaysia. Malaysia has one of the largest Indian origin populations in Southeast Asia, primarily Tamils who migrated during colonial times. Indians are involved in education, healthcare, IT, and business sectors. Cultural acceptance and shared traditions, like Hindu festivals, make Malaysia welcoming. However, limited opportunities for permanent residency and local job preferences are challenges. In 2025, many Indians continue to move here for jobs and education, but some are leaving for more developed economies. Despite this, Malaysia remains a major hub for Indians due to its proximity, affordability, and multicultural society. 7. United Kingdom, UK. The UK has a historic Indian diaspora dating back to colonial times. Today, nearly 2 million Indians live there, making significant contributions to politics, healthcare, business, and culture. In 2025, Indians continue to move for education and job opportunities, especially in London, Birmingham, and Leicester. However, stricter immigration policies after Brexit have made permanent settlement more difficult. Rising costs and limited visa options are pushing some to Canada or the US. Still, the UK remains attractive due to cultural familiarity, existing communities, and prestigious universities. The Indo-British connection remains strong. 6. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia employs millions of Indian workers, primarily in construction, oil, healthcare, and domestic sectors. The country has been a top choice for temporary migration due to high-paying jobs. However, it offers no permanent residency or citizenship opportunities, forcing Indians to eventually return or move elsewhere. In 2025, Indians still migrate here for financial reasons, but many are leaving after saving money to settle in more immigrant-friendly nations. Despite limitations, Saudi Arabia remains a vital hub for Indian workers, especially from Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. 5. Canada. Canada is one of the most immigrant-friendly countries in the world, making it a dream destination for many Indians. With over 2.8 million Indians, the community is thriving in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary. In 2025, Canada continues to welcome skilled professionals, students, and families. However, rising housing costs and long wait times for permanent residency are challenges. Some Indians are reconsidering staying long-term, while others continue to arrive for opportunities in healthcare, IT, and education. Canada's multiculturalism and policies still make it one of the best choices. 4. United Arab Emirates, UAE. The UAE is home to the largest Indian diaspora in the Middle East, with millions working in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Sharjah. Indians dominate industries like construction, hospitality, healthcare, and business. In 2025, migration continues strongly, but many face challenges like lack of citizenship and rising living costs. The UAE is often a temporary stop, with workers later moving to Canada, Europe, or Australia. Despite this, Indians remain vital to the UAE economy, and cultural ties are strong, with Bollywood, cricket, and Indian food shaping Emirati society. 3. Qatar. Qatar has become a major destination for Indian workers, particularly in construction, engineering, and services. With the FIFA World Cup boosting infrastructure, Indians played a big role in development. In 2025, many Indians are still migrating to Qatar for high-paying jobs. However, lack of permanent settlement opportunities and strict labor laws are reasons why some eventually move elsewhere. Despite this, Qatar remains a financially rewarding destination, especially for short-term migration. Its growing economy continues to attract Indians, but long-term challenges make it more of a temporary choice than a permanent home. 2. United States, USA. The United States is one of the top destinations for Indians, especially students, IT professionals, doctors, and entrepreneurs. With over 5 million Indians, it is the largest Indian diaspora outside the Gulf. In 2025, the U.S. continues to attract talent due to its universities, tech industry, and job opportunities. However, visa restrictions, green card backlogs, and rising living costs are challenges. Many Indians are leaving the U.S. for Canada or Australia due to easier residency options. Still, the American dream remains powerful, making the U.S. one of the most desired destinations. 1. Nepal. Nepal is one of the most underestimated destinations for Indian migrants. Due to the open border, Indians can move freely without visas, making it easy for traders, workers, and families to settle. In 2025, migration between the two countries remains steady, though economic opportunities are limited. Many Indians working in Nepal eventually move on to Gulf nations or back to India. Despite fewer high-paying jobs, cultural closeness, religious ties, and geographical ease make Nepal a unique migration hub. For Indians, Nepal is less about wealth and more about familiarity and connection.